Well, I'm sorry, Miss Jackson, because here come the bang. No one to call up for help. No one to blame.
First opened back in 1975. There's a look inside the iconic Superdome in downtown New Orleans. Today, it's a Week 14 matchup that should be a good one between the Atlanta Falcons and the New Orleans Saints. Of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Jones looking to throw it on the first play. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there at 22. Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Opening carry of the game for Cordero Patterson. And he's got some space here. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. It's another first down on a big gainer there, 33 yards.
All right, I've got to be careful here. All right, he's on the plus side of 30. There may be a little gray in the beard, but that's not slowing down his speed as far as he's concerned.
What are you saying? I'm on the plus side of 30.
Well, if you're on the plus side of 30, you don't know what I'm on the plus side of. All I know is that run right there, let us know there's still some life in those legs.
Absolutely. Still got a lot of life left in those legs. Opening minute, and already a trip to the red zone. 1st and 10 right at the 20. Throwing Jones. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Boy, no problems getting down the field here on this opening drive. They've looked really sharp in the early going, and they've come up with some big plays already. Here's another that's going to set up 1st and goal.
1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Now Jones. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Saints. And now nothing but green ahead of him. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line. Always fun to watch a big boy pick it up and go. He may need a little oxygen on it. He may need a lot of oxygen on the sideline.
Not only that, how about you and me trying to balance ourselves up here because you can feel the shaking all the way up to the booth. That big guy trying to get it to the house.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Following the fumble recovery. Purdy, they'll get this out to Kamara. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 14 yards is the pickup, 1st down New Orleans.
And they'll use him out of the backfield and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
And the slot man goes in motion left. On first down, it's Purdy. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Saints take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Extra point by Falcon is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they, of course, coming into this one in the midst of a tough losing streak. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And the Saints are going to take possession of the football. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him.
Touchdown, Saints. Jerome Johnson from 13-yard town. And the Saints are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Is up and good. And that'll make the score 14-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Throwing on second down, Jones. And complete to Drake London. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
On first down, Jones. Throw over the middle, going to be caught here by Pitts. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
And, Charles, you look at this defense, they were a very loose group coming into the week, knowing they kind of had the upper hand going into this one, taking on a team that hasn't won in a month and a half.
And that works well for you if you establish your dominance early in the game against a team that's struggling. But if somehow they fashion some plays together early, knock them back on their heels, that looseness can be used against them. Then they're trying to scramble to make sure they get their game right.
And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. Marcus Davenport. And again, that on the season, that is 9 sacks for him.
Regardless of which quarter too early to start talking about needing a comeback. They're down 2 touchdowns already, and that sack, that disrupts this drive. They need something to go right on offense offense, and they needed to happen soon.
To throw on third down, Jones. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. Fourth down, and the attention turns to Falcon kicker Younghoe Koo. On the right hash, officially this will be a 51-yard attempt. Koo knocks this one through the post, and they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So that kick gives them their first points of the game, CD, and it comes on the third drive, but hopefully for them that's a spark that gets that offense going.
Yeah, and I would say if you're the offensive play caller, as you look at your sheet, you're trying to find that part on there that unlocks bigger points. They've struggled with a few drives so far. Finally got 3 out of it. How do you find the end zone? That's what he's searching for now.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. So for this offense, Charles, remember, drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute. But did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it. And afterwards, they'll say, there's never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful with this one. That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. The slot man in motion right. Purdy with it on 3rd and long. And that is incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
Blake Gillikin on the punt now on 4th down. Cordero Patterson deep for Atlanta. This is taken at the 18. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to him. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And the Saints are going to take possession of the football. Well, when you start thinking of guys that are in the mix for Defensive Player of the Year, I think you use him as Exhibit A. Maybe he's not the leading guy right now, but he's at least on the periphery and deserves to be in the discussion.
And because of that, he's looking at a game today where...
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jayon Brown. And the Falcons are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. Now Patterson to start the drive. But he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. This defense for the Saints, they were very good a week ago in that win over Minnesota.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and try to attack them this week because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
On 2nd down, a run with Patterson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 58 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
1st and 10, it's Patterson. And some room to run now. Cordero Patterson
when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that makes it a 14-10 ball game.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal is not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Second down, Kamara. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run it, try and keep the defense honest.
You can also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down.
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. 8 yards on the pick out there, and it moves the sticks. So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10. They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
The Saints at 4-8 now on the year. They were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
Look at this, a tight end carry. And he'll be brought down at about the 42.
Second down at 7.
Oh, he tried to pitch it, and the ball's loose. And the Falcons grab it. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
I know that taking care of the football is something that's drummed into every guy who plays this position, no matter what, whether he's running it, in the pocket, out of the pocket. But it's almost surprising to me that there aren't more fumbles by that position because of the way that they get attacked on each and every play.
Yeah, well, he had the fumble last week. Now here's 2 weeks in a row with a fumble loss.
Concentration has got to be there, and he's got to understand how much time he has to take care of a play. And maybe his clock is off just a little bit.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And that'll bring up a second down in just a couple. Two minutes gone by, second quarter.
Out of the gun, a run with Patterson. And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. And just one. We talked about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes on the right side. We have that all the time.
And you know that's not easily done because they get misdirection. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Got his man. It's London. And he is going to have a Falcons first down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches.
Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That's a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
A shotgun handoff to Patterson. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, these two teams, they met in New Orleans earlier in the year with the Saints coming out on top. So they'll be looking for the win here in New Orleans to complete the season sweep.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw. Jones.
And that's going to be caught downfield by Brown.
Touchdown, Falcons. De'Ami Brown, his first touchdown on the year.
And the Falcons have taken the lead. Koo now for the point after.
It's good, and they'll take a 17-14 lead.
Makes the score Falcons 17, Saints 14.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Their own 19-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. Now they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Purdy from the gun.
Going down the middle, and it's complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara.
Finding room at midfield. That's a good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line.
Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They moved it a combined 33 yards. Good push up front and that run in between the tackles.
Let's play the leverage game here. Offensive line just got lower than the defensive front, and they were able to get their pads on them and move them backwards and create space for their running back to roam.
On first down, Purdy.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Good defensive call right there because they had someone shadowing him along his entire route. And he was right there ready to provide a hit that prevents him from making another catch to his big start.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
Now Purdy.
Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. Well, speed is definitely a calling card if you play quarterback in this league, and he does a terrific job there of hustling in quickly to make the play.
And you can just see that whole play developing. That's where, as a defender, you just lock in on your target and say, I'm not even thinking about breaking stride. I'm running straight for the belt buckle because where it goes, that's where you find his body, and he was able to get in there and make a great play.
And the next-gen stats tell the story as he was traveling at better than 19 miles an hour.
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on 3rd.
Purdy looking to throw.
He's got a man. That's caught left sideline. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 25-yard line.
Purdy to throw it on first down. That is caught by Olave. Touchdown, New Orleans.
25 yards for the touchdown. Saints are able to move back in front. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. That will make this a 4-point game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he doesn't even get this to the 10. He's taken down at the 9.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity.
Oh, Jones has just thrown his third interception. And the Saints are going to take possession of the football. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
Here's Purdy on 1st and 10. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
They certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball, possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit.
And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints. His 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Saints will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. And let me tell you, that wasn't as easy as it looked. Dancing away and moving forward for 6 yards. From the 31, Jones buying time to his left. And he'll just get rid of it.
Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down in distance. Knew it wasn't third down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the first down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
Now Jones from the gun on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
Not too shabby here. This will skip out of bounds at about the 12-yard line.
What is this?
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the second quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. They'll bring the tight end in motion right here. Purdy looking to throw on 1st down here. He's going to air one out. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Purdy throwing right, and that's complete. So it's halftime here in New Orleans with the Saints out in front. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Set now to go for the third quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly humped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. They run it again with Kamara. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Purdy off the play fake. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Purdy from the gun on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete. So good coverage there defensively as it looks like they'll force a punt on this opening drive of the third.
Well, let's coach them up a little bit from right here in the booth. That's exactly what they needed to do. They need to start stringing together some stops, turn the ball over back to their offense, and trying to get back into this game.
Yeah, a couple scores down, but they can eat into that quickly with a nice drive here on the other side. And this is a beauty as that ball's going to angle out at the 6-yard line. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be 2nd down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jones looking middle, and that's complete. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. First target, first catch, and a 1st down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
Here's Jones throwing on 1st down. He'll get this complete to Rondale Moore. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 31-yard line.
They'll give it to Patterson. And this will be a Falcons first down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
A couple of first downs have them to the 40 now on 1st and 10. Off play action. Jones. That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Operating from the gun, Jones. And he's taken down here by the Saints. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down.
But defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards?
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Saints are going to take possession of the football. A few things better than a big man interception. You can always tell right when they get the football, there's that level of excitement and nervousness, and also like, what the heck do I do with this thing?
And you say, no better sight? Well, not for the quarterback to just throw it. It's bad enough to throw a pick, but to throw one to the big guy? But you're right about that. Now what do I do with it? But what's fun about it is you know they're going to be in the film room after this ball game, telling all their teammates, maybe I should shift over to offense. I've got skills. What do you think?
Oh, absolutely. I always find myself cheering for them after they intercept it. Unfortunately here, he couldn't make it into the end zone.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Purdy. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hoping they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a first down.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Here's Purdy.
Got an open man. It's Olave. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Purdy now to throw off the play action. That is caught by Olave. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. As his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Extra point. Lawson has made them good. And the lead is up to 18 now. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. No return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Jones throw taken in by London. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
You know, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
A gain there of 21 yards.
First down,
Again, he'll drop to throw. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Tyrann Mathieu, normally known for the pass coverage, this time a sack.
You can just see it in their body language. They're starting to see victory on the horizon now, and if it comes to fruition, they got to give a game ball to the front seven. Defensive line has taken charge and controlled this game. Face a challenge of stopping this opposing offense, and they've done so with ease.
And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. They get 14 back. Leads now to third down.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had his problems trying to keep him contained.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard.
They'll run with Patterson.
And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Back to throw. Jones. They'll roll him out right.
That's caught left side to tight end Pitts.
Touchdown Falcons.
Kyle Pitts.
A 16-yard touchdown.
And the Falcons have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
Koo able to connect on the extra point. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit.
Falcons, 24.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And here comes a return from the middle of the...
And deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And the Falcons grab it. And he will bring it back to about the 11-yard line.
So a turnover there on the kickoff, and don't look now, but that just made things a little more interesting.
Very interesting, because when you're trailing in a game, these are mistakes that you pray for. You just went down and scored. Now you get the football right back with another great opportunity.
Patterson running between the tackles. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
They all know the guy carrying the ball is going to get the credit, both in the stat line and probably in the newspaper. But guess what? Those guys creating holes, they couldn't feel better about themselves right now. Offensive line, tight end, probably even the wide receivers are involved. They're moving the ball well.
They'll go again with Patterson.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. He's having a big game running the football, but that will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him in contract negotiations, doesn't he?
The Falcons on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Looking to throw. Jones. Touchdown! Drake London from 8 yards out. And the Falcons have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th.
Big score. First step in their attempt to climb back into this game.
Yes, but still some work to do as they get within a score here. So a big play coming for the Falcons as they'll go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. And this is caught. They got it. And that could be an important 2 points. It gets them back within a field goal. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone.
The Saints take over first down 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Their lead back down to one score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. 25 yards that time.
These guys certainly not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter.
Kamara up the middle. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. 75 yards rushing now for Kamara. It's a first down. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
On the counter, here's Kamara. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's brought down. 18 yards there, and it'll be a first and goal. Well, clear running situation, trying to take time off the clock. He ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they've shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit him up.
And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. It's a 1-yard touchdown run. And the Saints get an important score there to extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Extra point on the McLaughlin is up and good. These guys will take a 10-point lead. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Marcus Davenport able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. This defense, they just continue to feast. 5 sacks now as a unit. It's been quite an afternoon getting to the quarterback.
And we're seeing it come from a variety of places as well. Sometimes just the guys up front getting to him. Other times you had extra guys rushing the quarterback, twists and stunts. It's been a variety, and they've had no way of blocking it. I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes. As after a while, tracked it from the middle, got the quarterback's head, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on third down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Desperation time now. Here's Jones. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And the Saints are going to take possession of the football. That is now 5 interceptions that he has thrown in this ball game. If I asked you to speculate what's possibly going on in his head, what would you say?
Well, if he's as mentally strong as I believe he is, he understands that not all of these picks have been his fault. You know, some of the throws, yes, but there have been a good number of them where he hasn't been helped by his own receivers, and they've turned into interceptions. So he knows if he keeps firing, perhaps.
And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. Isaiah Oliver with the INT. And the Falcons are right back in this football game. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive, first down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
As defensive coordinators around the league tell me all the time, that throw is not for every quarterback because you've really got to drive the ball downfield. It's going to be a tight window for him to fit that one into. In this case, unsuccessfully.
Straight ahead, Patterson. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They face a third down now as they try to find a late score. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Now Jones. Got a man, it's Brown. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 45-yard line.
It's a gain of 10. First down.
Jones. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Marcus Davenport in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. Here's 2nd and 10. Jones. That's going to be caught by Pitts. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. To throw is Jones. He'll complete this one to Patterson. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. Here's Jones. Over the middle, caught by London. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 13-yard line. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
flush to his right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Now the question is obvious. Do you try to kick the field goal right here knowing that you need 2 scores? I would be thinking about it if I were on that sideline. Get the field goal now, try and get the touchdown later.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now Jones. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout. As again, with just 19 seconds left on the play.
Defensive coach Jay always say, guys, you got to earn the lead to rush the passer. They put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Marshawn Lattimore. And the Saints will take over here at their own 12-yard line. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
And all the way to the opposite 45. A big play there. 44 yards. Well, Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tower as this one ends. And understandably so, not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
I have no idea what the top speed is on all those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for New Orleans, the win is their 5th of the year as they move to 5-8. And they'll get to stay home again next week as the Seattle Seahawks come to town. Meanwhile, for the Falcons, it's unfortunately more of the same as they'll fall to 3-10 on the year. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at Soldier Field with the Chicago Bears.
Whenever I touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. 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 I hope y'all can nest double E, 'cause I need your eyes on me. 'Cause once I get my feet in this end zone, no one can STOP.